Welcome back. Imagine holding a gemstone that seems to contain a star trapped deep inside it. A stone so mysterious that when light touches its surface, a glowing star suddenly appears, floating across the gem as if it were alive. For centuries, people believed this strange phenomenon was magic. Kings treasured it. Warriors carried it into battle. Collectors spent fortunes trying to own it. But what if that shining star was hiding a secret millions of years in the making? The story of the star Sapphire is not just about beauty. It is a story of mystery, ancient legends, forgotten empires, scientific wonders, and one of the most fascinating gemstones ever discovered on Earth. And the deeper we look, the stranger the story becomes. The star sapphire is one of the world's most unusual gemstones. Unlike ordinary sapphires that simply sparkle in the light, this remarkable stone reveals something extraordinary. A bright star appears across its surface when illuminated from the right angle. This effect is so stunning that many people seeing it for the first time believe they are looking at something supernatural. Most star sapphires are blue, but they can also appear in shades of gray, black, pink, purple, and even rare colors that seem to change under different lighting conditions. What makes them famous is not their color alone. It is the mysterious star that glides across the stone like a silent celestial visitor. For thousands of years, this unique feature inspired wonder and fear. Some believed the star was a message from the heavens. Others believed it offered protection against evil. But that was only the beginning. The origins of star sapphire stretch back deep into Earth's ancient past. These stones form under tremendous heat and pressure far beneath the planet's surface. Their journey begins millions of years before humans ever walked the Earth. Over time, geological forces push them closer to the surface where rivers, mountains, and erosion eventually reveal them. Some of the most famous star sapphires have been discovered in places known for extraordinary gemstones. Regions of present-day Sri Lanka became especially important. For centuries, miners searching riverbeds uncovered beautiful sapphires unlike anything they had seen before. The island's rich gemstone history attracted traders from distant lands. Merchants traveled across deserts and oceans carrying tales of magical stones that held stars within them. Soon, star sapphires began appearing in royal courts, temples, and treasure collections across Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. Their reputation continued to grow. What happened next shocked everyone. As trade routes expanded, star sapphires became symbols of power and prestige. Wealthy rulers competed to acquire the finest examples. Ancient nobles believed these gems connected the physical world with the heavens above. Some kings wore them in crowns and ceremonial jewelry. Others kept them hidden among their most valuable treasures. Throughout history, precious gemstones often represented authority. But star sapphire held a special place because of its unusual appearance. Unlike diamonds, which dazzled with brilliance, star sapphire seemed mysterious and alive. The moving star created the illusion that the stone was watching its owner. And that's where the mystery deepened. As centuries passed, stories surrounding these gems became more elaborate. Many cultures believed star sapphires brought protection, wisdom, and good fortune. Travelers carried them during dangerous journeys. Warriors took them into battle believing the star would guide them safely home. Some legends claimed the three rays crossing the stone represented faith, hope, and destiny. Others believed the star acted as a guardian spirit trapped inside the gem. In certain traditions, owners refused to sell their star sapphires even during times of hardship because they feared losing the stone would bring misfortune. Whether these stories were true or not, they helped transform star sapphire from a beautiful mineral into a legendary object. And the legends continued to grow. One of the most famous stories involves a star sapphire so extraordinary that it became known around the world. This remarkable gem eventually found its way into a museum where visitors gathered to witness its incredible appearance. People stood in line simply to watch light move across its surface. Many left believing they had seen something almost impossible. Few people know that some star sapphires became so famous they attracted criminals. Their rarity and value made them targets for theft. Collectors, museums, and jewelers went to great lengths to protect these treasures. But the biggest secret was still hidden. To understand the true mystery of star sapphire, we must look inside the stone itself. The glowing star is not magic. It is the result of an incredible natural process called asterism. Deep within the sapphire are tiny needle-like crystals arranged in precise patterns. These microscopic structures are often made from a mineral called rutile. When light strikes the stone, these tiny inclusions reflect the light in a way that creates the appearance of a star. The effect is so perfect that it seems impossible. Nature essentially builds a celestial symbol inside the gem. The stone becomes both mineral and illusion at the same time. What makes this even more remarkable is that everything must happen exactly right. If the crystals form incorrectly, no star appears. If the stone is cut at the wrong angle, the effect disappears. Creating a beautiful star sapphire requires millions of years of geological perfection and skilled craftsmanship. The truth was even more surprising. Some star sapphires display 6 rays, while others reveal 12. A 12-rayed star is exceptionally rare and highly prized among collectors. When these rare stones appear at auctions, they often attract worldwide attention. Experts carefully examine every detail, searching for the quality of the star, the color of the stone, and the clarity of its surface. Even small differences can dramatically affect value. Collectors understand that no two star sapphires are exactly alike. Each stone carries its own unique celestial signature. Today, star sapphire remains one of the most sought-after gemstones in the world. Museums proudly display exceptional examples. Private collectors spend years searching for perfect specimens. Gemologists continue studying these stones to better understand their formation and history. Modern technology allows scientists to examine structures hidden deep inside the gem. Yet despite all this knowledge, star sapphire still retains much of its mystery. Perhaps that is part of its enduring appeal. People love mysteries that cannot be completely explained. And star sapphire offers exactly that. Its beauty exists somewhere between science and imagination. Its value continues to grow because truly exceptional examples are becoming harder to find. High-quality star sapphires with strong stars, beautiful colors, and large sizes are incredibly rare. As supplies decrease, interest from collectors increases. The result is a gemstone that remains both scientifically fascinating and financially valuable. But now we arrive at the most astonishing part of the story. The biggest secret was hidden in plain sight all along. Most people assume the star is the gem's most valuable feature. Yet some experts believe the true wonder lies elsewhere. Think about it. Every star sapphire is the product of geological events stretching back millions of years. Entire mountain ranges rose and fell while these stones slowly formed underground. Ancient civilizations appeared and vanished before many of these gems were discovered. Empires collapsed. Languages disappeared. Generations came and went. Yet the stone remained unchanged. The glowing star we see today is actually a message from Earth's distant past. A record of immense pressures and unimaginable spans of time. In a sense, every star sapphire is a time capsule. When light reveals its hidden star, we are witnessing evidence of processes that began long before human history. That realization changes everything. The stone is not merely beautiful. It is a survivor. A witness to Earth's ancient story. And that may be the most remarkable secret of all. As we reach the end of this journey, the star sapphire remains as mysterious as ever. It is a gemstone that combines beauty, science, history, and legend in a way few other stones can match. Its glowing star continues to inspire wonder just as it did centuries ago. Perhaps that is why people remain fascinated by it. Not because it is rare. Not because it is valuable. But because it reminds us that nature still holds secrets beyond our understanding. Somewhere beneath mountains, hidden in ancient rock, another star sapphire may be waiting to be discovered. Another stone carrying a celestial symbol created by Earth itself. Another silent witness to millions of years of history. And somewhere within that shining star, a mystery still waits for those curious enough to look closer. Welcome back. What if one of the most beautiful gemstones on Earth came from a place that almost vanished from history? A stone so rare that experts still speak about it with awe. A gem whose color seems impossible to recreate. A treasure hidden high in the mountains, discovered by accident, and then nearly lost forever. This is the story of the Kashmir Sapphire. A gemstone surrounded by mystery, beauty, and legend. And by the end of this story, you will understand why many gem experts believe it is the finest sapphire the world has ever seen. The story begins in one of the most remote places on Earth. High in the Himalayas, where towering mountains touch the clouds and icy winds sweep across rocky slopes, a secret waited beneath the ground for millions of years. No one knew it was there. No kings searched for it. No treasure hunters followed maps to find it. The stone remained hidden in silence. Then everything changed. In the late 19th century, a massive landslide struck a remote mountain area in what is now the Kashmir region. The disaster exposed strange blue crystals buried within the rocks. At first, local people did not fully understand what they had found. But word spread quickly. The crystals were unlike anything anyone had seen before. Their color was extraordinary. Their beauty was unforgettable. Soon, gem traders and experts realized the truth. These were sapphires. But not ordinary sapphires. They were something far more special. What happened next shocked everyone. As news traveled across India and beyond, miners rushed toward the remote mountains. The difficult journey through snow-covered passes and dangerous terrain did not stop them. Everyone wanted a piece of the newly discovered treasure. And that's where the mystery deepened. The mine was located at an extreme altitude. Conditions were harsh. Snow blocked access for much of the year. Workers faced freezing temperatures and dangerous slopes. Yet despite these challenges, people continued to search. Because the sapphires they found seemed almost magical. Their color was a deep, rich blue. Not too dark. Not too light. Perfectly balanced. But there was something else. When light entered the stone, it appeared soft and velvety. Many people described it as looking like blue silk floating inside the gem. No other sapphire seemed to possess this unique appearance. The truth was even more surprising. Scientists later discovered that tiny microscopic inclusions inside the stone scattered light in a special way. These tiny structures created the famous velvety glow that became the signature of Kashmir sapphires. It was nature's masterpiece. And it happened by accident over millions of years. As the years passed, the fame of Kashmir sapphires exploded. Royal families wanted them. Collectors wanted them. Jewelry houses wanted them. Their reputation spread across continents. Soon, owning a Kashmir sapphire became a symbol of status and wealth. Some of the world's most powerful people searched for these rare blue treasures. The gemstones found their way into private collections, royal vaults, and luxurious jewelry pieces. Their journey had only just begun. Throughout history, sapphires have often been connected to wisdom, truth, and divine protection. Ancient cultures believed blue stones carried the power of the heavens. Some believed they protected their owners from harm. Others thought they brought clarity and good fortune. When Kashmir sapphires appeared, these old beliefs became even stronger. People were captivated by their mysterious beauty. Legends began to grow. Stories spread about stones that seemed almost alive. Some claimed the gems changed appearance under different lighting conditions. Others believed they carried a special energy because they came from the sacred Himalayan mountains. Whether these stories were true or not, they added another layer of mystery. Few people know that many early miners believed the mountains themselves were guarding the sapphires. The harsh weather. The dangerous paths. The isolated location. It all felt like nature was protecting a hidden treasure from the world. But the biggest challenge was still ahead. The mine that produced these legendary gems did not last forever. Unlike many gemstone deposits that continue producing stones for generations, the Kashmir deposits were surprisingly limited. The richest areas were exhausted relatively quickly. Production slowed. Then it nearly stopped. And suddenly, the world's greatest sapphire source was fading away. This changed everything. As fewer stones entered the market, existing Kashmir sapphires became even more valuable. Collectors realized they were witnessing something rare. A gemstone source that might never produce significant quantities again. Every year, the stones became harder to find. Every year, demand increased. And every year, prices climbed higher. But what exactly makes these sapphires so special? The answer lies deep inside the earth. Millions of years ago, intense geological forces transformed minerals beneath the Himalayan region. Extreme heat and pressure created the perfect environment for sapphire crystals to form. Over time, these crystals developed their remarkable color and internal structure. Most sapphires are made from a mineral called corundum. The blue color comes from trace elements inside the crystal. But Kashmir sapphires possess a unique combination of characteristics that experts rarely see elsewhere. Their color is often described as cornflower blue. It is vivid yet soft. Rich yet elegant. Bright yet deep. Many gemologists consider it the ideal sapphire color. Then there is the famous velvety appearance. Unlike ordinary transparency, Kashmir sapphires seem to glow from within. The effect creates a dreamlike beauty that photographs often struggle to capture. You have to see one in person to truly understand it. And that's exactly why collectors become obsessed with them. Some spend years searching for a perfect example. Others spend fortunes to acquire one. Because opportunities are incredibly rare. When exceptional Kashmir sapphires appear at major auctions, the world pays attention. Bidding wars often erupt. Prices reach astonishing levels. Millions of dollars can change hands in minutes. What happened next surprised even seasoned experts. Several record-breaking Kashmir sapphires sold for amounts that stunned the jewelry world. Collectors from around the globe competed fiercely for ownership. These gems were no longer simply beautiful stones. They had become pieces of history. Each one represented a vanished treasure source. A frozen moment from a unique chapter in geological history. Museums also became interested. They recognized that Kashmir sapphires were more than luxury items. They were scientific wonders. Natural artworks created by Earth itself. Today, some of the finest examples are displayed in museum collections where visitors stand in amazement before them. Yet even now, questions remain. How many truly exceptional Kashmir sapphires still exist? How many remain hidden inside old collections? How many are sitting quietly inside family heirlooms, their owners unaware of their true value? No one knows for certain. And that's where the mystery continues. Gem experts spend countless hours studying these stones. Advanced laboratories analyze them. Researchers examine their origins. Collectors track their histories. The fascination never ends. But the biggest secret was still hidden. The most shocking fact about Kashmir sapphires is not their beauty. It is not their value. It is not even their rarity. The greatest surprise is that many experts believe the original Kashmir mine produced the finest sapphires the world will ever see. Think about that for a moment. Humanity continues discovering new deposits. Technology improves every year. Gem mining occurs across multiple continents. Yet despite all these advances, the legendary quality of the finest Kashmir sapphires remains unmatched. More than a century later, they are still considered the gold standard. The benchmark against which all other sapphires are judged. That is an extraordinary achievement for a mine that operated for such a short period. Nature created something almost impossible to repeat. A perfect combination of geology, chemistry, time, and chance. And once the treasure was gone, it was gone forever. Today, the name Kashmir sapphire carries a special meaning. It represents beauty beyond fashion, value beyond money, rarity beyond numbers. Each stone tells a story of mountains, discovery, ambition, mystery, and time. A story that began with a landslide in a remote corner of the Himalayas and grew into one of the greatest gemstone legends ever told. Perhaps that is why people remain fascinated by these gems. Not because they are expensive. Not because they are famous. But because they remind us that some of Earth's greatest treasures appear only once. They arrive unexpectedly. They capture the world's imagination. And then they disappear, leaving behind only stories, legends, and a handful of extraordinary stones. The Kashmir sapphire is one of those treasures. A gemstone born in silence. Discovered by chance. Admired by generations. And remembered as one of nature's most breathtaking creations. Even today, long after the mines fell quiet, the legend continues. And perhaps it always will. Welcome back. What if one of the world's most beautiful treasures was hiding inside ordinary-looking rocks for millions of years? A gemstone so rare, so rich in color, that emperors once treasured it above almost every other jewel. A stone that glows with the warmth of a golden sunset and carries a history filled with mystery, power, and fortune. This is the story of imperial topaz. A gemstone surrounded by beauty, wealth, and secrets that few people truly understand. And the deeper you look into its history, the more incredible the story becomes. Because imperial topaz is not just another gemstone. It is a survivor of ancient geological forces, a symbol of royalty, and one of the rarest treasures ever discovered beneath the earth. But that was only the beginning. For centuries, people have been fascinated by topaz. Yet among all varieties of this gemstone, one stands above the rest. Imperial topaz. Its rich golden-orange color seems almost unreal. Some stones display shades of honey, peach, amber, pink, and fiery orange all at once. When light enters the gem, it creates a glow that appears to come from deep within. Many gem experts consider it the most valuable form of topaz ever found. Unlike common gemstones that can be discovered in multiple regions around the world, true imperial topaz is extremely rare. Its unique color occurs under very special conditions that nature rarely repeats. That rarity transformed it from a beautiful stone into a legendary treasure. But where did this remarkable gemstone come from? To answer that question, we must travel back millions of years. Deep beneath what is now Brazil, powerful geological events were shaping the future of one of Earth's greatest treasures. Volcanic activity, extreme heat, and immense pressure slowly created perfect conditions for crystal growth. Over vast stretches of time, minerals combined in precise ways that scientists still study today. The result was extraordinary. Hidden inside ancient rocks were crystals unlike anything else. For millions of years they remained untouched. No human eyes saw them. No king owned them. No collector searched for them. They simply waited. Then everything changed. The most famous source of imperial topaz was discovered near the historic Brazilian region of Ouro Preto. The name means black gold. Long before gemstones brought attention to the area, miners were already searching for precious metals. They dug deep into the earth, hoping to uncover wealth. What happened next shocked everyone. Among the rocks and minerals, miners began finding crystals with an astonishing golden glow. At first, many people did not fully understand what they had discovered. But as more stones appeared, their beauty became impossible to ignore. Word spread quickly. Collectors, merchants, and jewelers became fascinated. Soon, these golden treasures were traveling far beyond Brazil. And that's where the mystery deepened. As the stones reached Europe, stories surrounding them began to grow. Some believed they possessed special powers. Others claimed they carried the energy of the sun itself. Their rich golden color naturally became associated with wealth, strength, and divine favor. In royal courts, appearance mattered. Jewels were symbols of power. The rarest stones often became prized possessions among kings and queens. Imperial topaz fit perfectly into that world. Its warm golden tones reminded many people of crowns, royal robes, and precious gold. According to popular stories, the gemstone became linked with Russian royalty. Some accounts suggest that certain topaz stones displaying exceptional colors were reserved for members of the imperial family. Whether every story was true or not, the connection was powerful. Over time, the gemstone earned the name that still follows it today: Imperial Topaz. A name that immediately evokes images of palaces, emperors, and extraordinary wealth. But the journey of the gemstone was far from over. As international trade expanded, collectors around the world became obsessed with obtaining the finest examples. The finest stones were incredibly difficult to find. Large crystals with perfect color were exceptionally rare. Even among imperial topaz specimens, only a tiny percentage displayed the most desired shades. This scarcity increased demand. And demand increased value. But the biggest secret was still hidden. Throughout history, gemstones have inspired myths and legends. Imperial topaz was no exception. Some ancient traditions believed topaz could provide protection against danger. Others claimed it brought wisdom, courage, and clarity to its owner. Travelers carried topaz as a symbol of safety. Leaders wore it as a sign of strength. Some cultures believed the stone could calm fear and strengthen confidence during difficult times. Whether these beliefs were true or simply stories passed through generations remains unknown. Yet they helped build the gemstone's legendary reputation. Few people know that many ancient gemstone stories became mixed together over centuries. As traders moved between continents, tales evolved. One storyteller would add new details. Another would create new legends. Soon, facts and myths became impossible to separate. This only increased the mystery surrounding imperial topaz. The truth was even more surprising. Modern science has revealed that the gemstone itself is remarkable enough without any legends. Imperial topaz belongs to a mineral family formed from aluminum and fluorine-rich environments. Its crystal structure creates exceptional clarity and brilliance. When properly cut, the gemstone can produce dazzling flashes of light. But its color remains its most fascinating feature. Scientists believe trace elements and natural geological processes contribute to the extraordinary shades seen in imperial topaz. The most valuable stones often display vibrant orange tones combined with pink or reddish highlights. These colors are incredibly rare in nature. Finding a stone with perfect color is like finding a masterpiece hidden inside the earth. And unlike many gemstones that rely heavily on treatments to improve appearance, the finest imperial topaz specimens are admired for their natural beauty. Every stone is unique. No two are exactly alike. Each crystal tells a story written over millions of years. But rarity alone does not explain the fascination. What makes imperial topaz truly special is how limited the supply has become. Many famous deposits have produced gemstones for generations. As mining continues, high-quality material becomes increasingly difficult to find. The world's supply is not endless. Every exceptional stone discovered today becomes more important. Collectors understand this reality. Museums understand it. Investors understand it. And because of that, demand remains strong. Across international auctions and private collections, premium imperial topaz stones can command impressive prices. Particularly rare examples with exceptional color and clarity often attract intense interest. Some collectors spend years searching for a single specimen worthy of their collection. Others view the gemstone as both a work of art and a store of value. Yet even among collectors, there is one fact that continues to amaze people. A fact so surprising that many first-time gem enthusiasts struggle to believe it. Because despite its beauty, despite its rarity, and despite its royal reputation, imperial topaz spent most of human history misunderstood. For centuries, many topaz gemstones were confused with entirely different gems. Before modern science, identifying gemstones accurately was extremely difficult. People often relied on appearance alone. Golden stones were frequently grouped together regardless of their true identity. As a result, some gems historically called topaz may not have been topaz at all.
Likewise, genuine topaz may have been mistaken for other gemstones. Imagine that. One of Earth's greatest treasures hiding in plain sight. Admired by countless people while its true identity remained uncertain.
And that's what makes imperial topaz so fascinating.
Its story is not only about beauty. It is about discovery. It is about learning.
It is about humanity's endless effort to understand the natural world.
But there is one final surprise.
Many people assume diamonds are always the ultimate symbol of rarity and value.
Yet some fine imperial topaz specimens are far rarer than gemstones most people see advertised every day.
Finding a truly exceptional imperial topaz can be incredibly difficult. Nature simply does not create many of them. That rarity is what continues to captivate gem experts around the world.
Millions of years of geological history. Centuries of legends. Royal connections. Scientific wonder. And extraordinary beauty. All captured within a single crystal. As we reach the end of this story, imperial topaz remains exactly what it has always been.
A reminder that some of Earth's greatest treasures stay hidden for ages before revealing themselves.
Buried beneath ancient rocks. Protected by time. Waiting patiently for someone to discover them. And perhaps that is the true magic of imperial topaz. Not the legends. Not the wealth. Not even the royal history. But the fact that deep
within the earth, nature quietly created something so beautiful that generations of people would spend centuries searching for it. A golden flame frozen in crystal. A treasure born from time itself. And one of the most remarkable gemstones our planet has ever produced.
The next time you see the warm glow of imperial topaz, remember this. You are looking at a masterpiece that began its journey millions of years before the first human ever walked the earth.
And that is a story more valuable than any gemstone could ever be.